Greetings, sailors, and welcome back after too long of a gap, but I do kind of have an excuse this time. I basically went from several days on the trot at work and straight into a rather unpleasant cold, which presumably was caught from somebody at work. But I can now actually mostly not cough my lungs up while I'm speaking, and my nose is now mostly not running like a faucet, so time to actually try and record something. I've got some Patreon replays to get through as well. But I also did a little poll on my Patreon page where I asked, of all the bounty of ships that I got from my Christmas whaling, which ones were they most interested in seeing? And there weren't that many votes, but the main top two that were tied were the Dupleix, and the premium tier 8 UK carrier HMS Colossus. So I'll probably do Colossus in a separate video. Colossus is actually kind of interesting. I've mostly been playing it in operations, but it has some wicked nasty rocket planes, some AP rocket planes going on, which honestly kind of makes the sort of same tier German AP rockets look rather naff by comparison. But we're going to start with Dupleix, and this is one of not that many French premium cruisers. And yeah, as you can see, it's a tier 6, so it's sort of a stable mate of the De Grasse. It doesn't quite have the same lines. It's maybe got a slightly older look to it. I think it's an early 30s design. It's one of the Souverain heavy cruisers. Did they go straight from this to the Algerie? I can't remember, or was there like an in-between step? But anyway, yeah, it's a fairly compact looking little heavy cruiser. You've got 8 guns. There's nothing too remarkable about any of the stats. It does have good health for being a mid-tier cruiser, and that's not even using the improved skill, which would get me up to within not that far of 40,000 hit points, which would be really good for a tier 6 cruiser of any stripe. You've got 15-second reload, turret traverse. I actually buffed a bit with equipment. We'll see what equipment I used in the moment. 15-kilometer firing range. Not the best for this tier, but it's not bad. It's got 9-kilometer torpedoes with decent damage. It's got AA guns. Not that that matters much at this tier. Decent speeds, and this is again enhanced by a flag. I think at the defaults, is it 32 point something? I don't know. Anyway, and okay-ish concealment. Concealment's not brilliant, 12.4, but yeah, it's overall it's not bad. Probably the standout is that it does get quite a nice toolbox. So you've got Hydra or defensive, you've got engine boost, you've got a catapult fighter, and you've got a main battery reload booster. So it's just got a nice collection of everything, basically. And the main battery reload booster, tier 6 especially, is kind of handy. It's quite useful. So let's give it a go. Alright, so top tier. There is a sub and there is a CV on each side, so that's not, fantastic. But yeah, this is pretty decent matchmaking, and we'll see how we go. There might be some odd edits here and there. I am still coughing a bit, and obviously I don't want to be hacking my lungs up right down the microphone, so yeah. We'll see. We'll see what's what in the final. Like, I don't even know what my voice is going to sound like. It might be doing that weird, sexy, husky thing that when you've been ill, it's like the which I don't know how that's going to sound with my usual slightly more nasal tones. So who knows? Let's get some things set. I swear I have played this a couple of times already. I just apparently forgot to do those. Hello, Samuel. Yeah, there is a cat in the background somewhere if you hear odd little thumps or whatever. It's we're getting snow at the moment in Scotland, lots of snow, and it's cold outside, and he's just come in and he's still complaining about it. Because he likes to be outside, but if it's wet or cold or extremely windy or whatever, he doesn't like that so much, so instead he sits inside and complains at me that I won't turn the nasty weather off. Because I'm just the worst human who won't do these things even though he tells me to. Which is, I'm sure, a very common complaint for cats. Right, I'm spotted. Let's get a speed boost going. It is possibly the Emerald. It's not an especially stealthy ship. There are definitely better contenders at this tier, and even at higher tiers, you know, you might bump into like you might be bumping into tier 8 battleships, which are not that far off in terms of your stealth. So yeah, you definitely don't want to be relying on that. Oh, nice, there we go, Citadel. And hello, DeGrasse. We're sticking with the AP to start with, but obviously we'll be using some HE as well. It's just if you've got broadside cruisers, especially broadside same tier cruisers, might as well give that a go. He is manoeuvring a bit, so I think that was a bit of a duff shot there, to be honest. A not well aimed, yeah, that was not that great. So yeah, I don't like, in terms of tier 6 heavy cruisers, I mean, obviously Pensacola's got the better guns, but it's super squish and does not have this toolbox. Oh, hello, we found the sub, have we? Yeah, we've been having sub issues. Okay. Well, that was just what can you do when your first inkling that a submarine is there is you losing 3/4 of your health to said submarine. I mean, that's it really. What can you do other than just, you know, shake your fist and curse at the gods? Right, we're definitely using this island. That's a flooding. Okay, I mean, yeah, there's not a lot I could have done there, I don't think. That was my very first indication that there was a submarine there. It was the, yeah, this might end up being a short game because of that. That was so much health. That was so much health. In another tier 6 cruiser, I possibly would be dead already. Right, we're getting some good work in with the HE here, though. Which is fine. We can get a fire going. Another fire, nice. Right, that Fuso up there is really not having a happy day. Some of my, yeah, there we go. Some of my shells can curve over. We really do need a cap. And if this Fuso goes down, obviously that would be pretty useful as well. Hello planes, right. Oh, that's the wrong key. Let's get a fighter up. But really, at the moment, I'm just sort of preying on people not praying for people to not target me. Like, I don't really have a lot of super duper sneaky clever tactics I can do at the moment. It really is just, can I not be hit by things, please, and crossing my fingers. Right, that sub is proving to be very annoying. I wonder if I can risk. Yeah. What if I can risk trying to get a bit closer to where we are within range? Right, you're just kind of lurking there, Numex, that's fine. Sub is like reversing or something? This is definitely a risk. Oh, there's a fire. Which is put out. So not going now. Absolutely relying on RNG of it at the moment. Oh no, it's chosen to fire at the... Okay, that's got to be the Queen Elizabeth. Firing HE of all things. Weirdly enough. Right, let's have Hydro going. Sub, I can see the ping's going fast, so he's looking at someone else other than me. Focusing down this Numex, alright. I think we're on the upswing on this one. Yeah, we've only lost 3 ships. Okay. I mean, if the Queen Elizabeth was firing AP shells, I could very much be dead right now, so I'm not gonna complain here. Right, submarine, you've spotted me. Where are you? I don't have my DCP back for another 10 seconds or so. That's quite close. 57k damage, so not bad. There you are, you sneaky little so-and-so. You're trying to run towards the corner. I get some main battery damage there. Nice. It will potentially give me the satisfaction of nailing this submarine. Oh, you're out of range now. Gee, if only Hydro would actually pick up a submarine, but you know, that would make sense. So why would they do that then? Oh well, one of these days my Christmas letter to Santa is going to... He's just reversing this entire way. Me asking for submarines to be removed from the game, you know. He's gonna give in and do it for me. Why am I saying Santa like an American? Good lord. Father Christmas. 65k, there we go. And somehow we lived. I don't think we're going to get to see much more action in this one. Yep, there we go. 65k at the end. That wasn't too bad at all. Yeah, we just didn't get close enough to get in range of the final 2 things, but that's absolutely fine. So let's battle on. Certainly do another one after that. Maybe see if we get slightly harsher matchmaking. Although just the presence of submarines already makes it harsh enough. Okay, this time tier 7, again subs and CVs, but at least not tier 8 subs and CVs, I suppose. It's quite battleship heavy, this one. So we'll have to be maybe a little more careful. A little more selective as to when we open fire. Starting to get a clear picture of what's going on, or a clearer picture anyway. Looks like a fairly big chunk of their team has gone south. But there's certainly some up here as well. And oh, hello, I'm about to be aerial spotted. Yeah, I don't... We have a few ships that seem very unclear about where they want to go, shall we say. Okay, that was just a drive-by by the Lowenhart. Right, Mouavene. I always want to say it in a French way. It looks like it should be a French word, even though it's definitely not. So it's like, I'm aware it's wrong, but that's just, I don't know. It's just my brain being silly. Oh, nice, that was... Oh, okay, that wasn't just me hitting him. He should be relatively easy to finish off for the T-22. The T-22 will use his guns. Right, here come the Lowenhart AP planes. Are they coming for me? Because I am potentially... Yeah, coming for me. Okay. Oh, really, RNG, really? You're just gonna do me like that? Right. Yes, hello, AP planes. No, I'm not going to make life easy for you. So you can imagine against Tier 8 CV. Yeah, this is not effective AA. It really isn't. Well, I don't know if this is, again, coming back for another pass at me, or... I think they're maybe trying to... If they're trying to strike out our Ranger, they're going to have a tough time doing it. Right, let's grab the cap. Let's grab the cap. Don't think there should be anything else in there. And I really did go very heavily into the south. Including their other two... not other two destroyers. Their other destroyer and their submarine. It's the Leander that got the mid. Okay. T-22 not looking so hot. The Rook is looking decent though, but the Rook is a bit squishy. Right, I'm going to take a cheeky shot there. I was hoping I could do this without being spotted, but no. There's the planes again. Right, that was just a splash, fortunately. Planes, my fight is actually going to shoot down. Yeah. Yeah, those Lowenhart dive bombs are actually kind of nasty. The T-22 is now capping as well, which is fantastic. There's the Jaws. Who is, fortunately for me, taking a bit of a beating. It probably helps with this cruiser. It's got that kind of balanced setup that I do like. 2 forward and 2 aft guns. ABXY. Nice. Wing battery. Fire chance improved. There's the Jaws. See if we can help out. That Sharnhorse looks like he's trying to charge down the... Oh, that was the T-22. Okay. I don't know how this is going. We still have the A cap, and the B cap is rather ripe for collection. I'm just kind of trying to do my best here, help with this Shan horse. It definitely feels less squishy than something like the Pensacola. Well, that's not too difficult. That's not a high bar to pass. Maybe I could have used a reload booster there, actually. Right, Rook, I would actually be coming forwards rather than just letting this Shan horse come around the corner and do bad things to me with torpedoes. I'd be accelerating around that corner like a mad thing right now. Oh, this Lone Heart wants me. Yeah, he's got the hint. So it's certainly a more challenging game than last time. Well, having said that, I lost a huge chunk of hit points to a submarine early on, so I think that counts as a challenge. Right, okay. What are you doing, Shan? Just tell me we'll use. He's fully focused on the Rook. Hopefully will be to his detriment. It's kind of hard to do that sort of sneak with a battleship. Yeah, I got his torpedoes away. Well, my reload beat him. No, he's actually not even... Oh, no, he can't quite make his mind up. There we go, he's looking at me now. I actually tanked that on my armour. Nice. Right, there goes the Scharnhorst. But there's still all that stuff down south to take care of. I don't know if this is looking great overall. What's the Heinrich doing back there? I've just noticed. That is very peculiar. Right, we need to try and cap the middle now. I suppose this calls for the use of a speed boost. And there goes the New York. Yeah, we're kind of losing traction. Definitely losing ground. Not as much damage as last time, but it's been a slightly more challenging environment. I think it's fair to say. Especially with the repeated air attacks. You kind of wonder where the Leonhardt's lurking. Also, that Heinrich isn't going to last too much longer, I don't think. Right, hopefully our combined AA will keep this Leonhardt away and looking else. Oh, they've got so many healthy ships left. Ugh, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So my kingdom's for a bit of extra range right now. I'm going to finish off the Omaha. Yes, it is. Very nice. Scharnhorst is at least kind of low health. Congo's full health, but Congo is very heavily dependent on RNG. Like, Congo's accuracy is not good. Going from Congo to Fuzhou is such a huge difference in terms of how they feel to play. Like, partly more guns, yes, and the quicker reload, but also the accuracy is notably better on good old Fuzhou. Right, you just did the bottom drop. So you can't really do much about that when they just make the one pass. It's, yeah. But they've still got that Colorado as well. I can kill this Scharnhorst. That ain't going to be a problem. It's all of the other things that are a bit of a problem. Nice. Yes, hello Learnhardt. That was a glancing blow, fortunately. At this point, I'm almost tempted just to see if I can get close enough to shoot up that Learnhardt. Just for the sake of vengeance. I don't think we're gonna... I don't think there's any way to bring this match back. Myself, the Wounded Rook, and the Ranger. Yeah, that's not happening. I may get to do some damage to this Learnhardt. Because, you know, they've been picking on me for this whole game, or so it feels like. Perhaps not exclusively, but it's been a lot. There he goes. It's all in the hands of RNGs now. Oof. Yeah, there's the Colorado. Where's the Colorado? I don't know if a defensive would have helped me that much more in this one. I might have a few more plane kills, but it's not going to seriously deter this Learnhardt from doing their best to kill me. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to get there, am I? One of these guys is going to get me. 418 hit points. This is going to be it. Oh well, kind of a disappointing game. But what can you do? I tried my best. I think the only, like, the major thing I could have done differently in this game would have been right at the start to choose to go south rather than north. But that's the kind of decision that requires a crystal ball. So, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to beat myself up much about that one. Oh, there we go. Not nearly as much damage, but still enough to do decently well on the team list, I guess. Let's do one more. This hasn't been a particularly long recording so far. Well, we cannot escape the subs, but at least there's no CVs this time. Once again, tier 7 matchmaking. Slightly fewer battleships, but that's still like the top third of the team. If not a little more than a third. It's also a standard game, which is distinctly a bit more sticky, but we'll see what we can do. Nothing too interesting happening so far, though it looks like their Colorado division is indeed coming this way, so we're going to have to be careful of those. Those guns are rather unpleasant. To be honest, I think I'd rather be facing the Leon, which is, yeah, smaller caliber, most importantly, but also quite a scattershot sort of ship. And, you know, not in a division, so then potentially not going to be focusing the same target. Anyway, let's hope our T-22 is playing sensibly. The T-22 is a pretty good Tier 5 destroyer these days. That's not playing sensibly, T-22. That's running around like your hair's on fire. I would not be doing that. I'd be being stealthy and trying to drop torpedoes, but yeah. Okay, it looks like they've got something here that's spotting me through some line of sight somewhere. I don't know if it's to the north or it's in that middle area. Anyway, that's, you know, a little tip for anyone if you're trying to maintain the element of surprise for dropping torpedoes. I mean, people are going to know they're spotted. But if you're also going to be firing and telling them exactly where you're firing your torpedoes from and giving them the opportunity to fire back, that's not really the optimum way of doing things. Just as a little hint for you, a little bit of sage advice. I don't know if he's maybe trying to... I mean, maybe there's some advanced tactics going on, like he's trying to draw out any potential other destroyer that might be up here to fire at him, but I don't know if that's what's going on right now. Okay, yeah, I don't know what this T-22's doing. T-22, he's even smoked, and now he's run out of the smoke, and he's firing AP shells as well, which is slightly confusing. I really don't know what to say. If I was in a T-22, this would be an absolute goldmine. Look at this big cluster of ships. And they would have no way of knowing where I was if I was being sensible instead of doing this. What are you doing, T-22? Why? Why are you doing this? This hurts my soul. Seeing somebody just throw away this perfect big blob of torpedo targets. That's just weird. It really is just weird. Don't do this, dear viewer. I mean, I would hope that you already know not to do that, but yeah. That is just not a good idea by any stretch of the imagination. It's just gonna get you killed. It's just gonna waste your ship. It's just gonna lead to having a miserable game. There he goes. What was the point of any of that? Who knows? Because I certainly don't. Well, unfortunately, I mean, the T-22 had a golden opportunity to keep a big blob of ships at bay, and the Fuzos decided to press forwards. And once the Fuso goes down, it's just going to be me and the Sharnhorse. So you know what? I am going to start running away. This is the prime opportunity to GTFO, because that one T-22 could have held up this entire flank, because their destroyer is elsewhere. The sub might be here? No, actually the sub's down there. So that was just pure gravy, T-22. And I don't know if I'm not mad so much as just incredibly confused. You don't have to be an amazing pro player to understand what a missed opportunity that was. But yeah, I don't know what to say. I really don't. It's rare that I'll spend this much energy talking about somebody else unless they've done something like super trollish or something, but that wasn't trollish, that was just confusing. It was just really confusing. Anyway, that was a hit from the Bayern there. That was a Citadel, which was mildly unpleasant, but yeah. We do have this corner of the map. The Gremmy's still somewhere in that cap. How's the Jervis doing? Not that healthy. But now this big blob of ships is going to be pressing forwards. And the Scharnhorst is a little bit caught out of place. Not really make a getaway in the same way I can. Oh, we need to fire on this Colorado. It's risky firing like this when I'm one of the only obvious target, but right, there we go. Fire going. Both Colorado's firing at me, and I think the Bayern as well. Let's just I could be firing right now, but let's just get stealthed. Let's just get stealthed. Is the Scharnhorst going to get talked in the face by a Surrey? Possibly. Miyoko, how are you doing? You've got like 60% of your health. Okay. It's only one fire going on the Colorado, so it's not... Yeah, they're just letting it burn. Actually, I don't think they've got any choice. I'm pretty sure they used DCP. And is that going to be unpleasant for the Scharnhorst? It is indeed very unpleasant for the Scharnhorst. Oh dear. Okay. I can't get over that T-22, man. I never get opportunities like that if I'm playing something like a T-22. To see someone get it and then just so thoroughly waste it. It's just, I'm just baffled. I'm so baffled. There's a time and a place to be using your destroyer guns, and that was definitely neither. It's just wild. It really is. Right, I don't like that there's 4 ships pointing their guns at me right now, and 3 of them are battleships. I don't like that at all. But I kind of suspect we're on the losing end of this one, so might as well do what I can to delay the inevitable. Oh, it's the Surrey, right. Yeah, the Surrey's out of range for me anyway, so there's not much I can do here. You're firing over at somebody. I mean, we might get the vague distraction of our ships getting to their cap, but their ships are almost at our cap as well, so... Yeah, this really is just playing for time. We'll use I don't have to, but it's not like this is the most beneficial situation for using one right now, but I might as well, because I might die soon. So I may as well use my consumables while I still live. Maybe we get a speed boost going now as well. Oh, there's the Grammy. We might get to kill one of these Colorados. Nice! Good job, Jervis. The Grammy can be a dangerous wee beastie. I'm also getting the benefit of these islands at the moment, which is quite nice. I mean, we could win this one. It's not without the realms of possibility. It would just be slightly wild if we did. This Colorado is certainly something I could kill if I get lucky with fire RNG. The Jervis is smarter than the T-22, which is not hard to... It's not hard to play smarter than the T-22 was playing. Then we can hopefully keep them off the cap for long enough. And then it comes down to, can our guys in their cap survive? Because they do still have a numbers advantage. Actually, no, they don't at the moment. We're dead equal, aren't we? Maybe a hit points advantage. One of the Colorados is still very healthy. Right, this Colorado's got to be getting a bit fed up with me doing this by this point. Nice, Koenig is down. Right, if the U-69 might actually be able to cap this. I honestly dislike having to cap, but this is what it might come down to. We've also got somebody that's within... Hatsuharu's been doing well. Spitting distance of a Kraken if they get another kill. Right, you're just out of range. I was really hoping for another fire in those shots, but sadly it was not to be the case. He's actually be able to get a heal off. RNG was not kind to me there. Ah, there goes the Shan Horse, there goes the Bione. So it's up to me to decap now, basically. Okay, well, this is going to be tricky, because I can get maybe 1 or 2 decaps. And I'm pretty sure the Surrey outspots me. Yes, it does. Okay, Colorado just fired. Come on, Surrey, really reveal yourself. There he is. Right, it's probably going to come down to our submarine capping. That's a bit wild, but I will take it. Oh, look at this. Broadside Surrey. Yes, please. Okay, that wasn't quite what I wanted, but next one should do it. Tiger's dead. Nice. Okay, now I still have an angry Colorado to deal with. I got some defense flags, which was nice. But we are 100% now relying on this submarine to cap in order to win this. That's our only chance. Oh, okay, there we go. I got unlucky. But it'd be wild if we win this. Submarine, don't do nothing stupid. Well, this was a wild ride. This was a real wild ride. I didn't get to kill that Colorado, sadly, but we did get that last decap on them for a bit of extra XP. It came down to a submarine capping, because standard games are weird. So once again, placed reasonably highly on the team. I was not expecting that result, I will be honest, but we actually did walk away with a win in that one. So yeah, so it's a solid tier 6 cruiser. I do like Dupleix. Compared to, I mean, what else have we got at tier 6? Tier 6 heavy cruisers are not something I play very often. And most of them, if they've got good guns, they are on the side of being very fragile, like the Molotov. But yeah, or they rely on a gimmick like the London. So there's just not that many heavy cruiser options at this tier, premium or non-premium, and it's quite a nice one, and it has the added benefit of being a ship that actually existed as well. So that is it for this particular video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It's been kind of a fun one to make because it's kind of a fun ship to play. And if you did enjoy it, you can do all the usual things down underneath it. And of course, as always, stay tuned for more.